Hello everyone, welcome to Living with the Ancients, and welcome to my tiny house and my even tinier kitchen. It may be small, but there's many wonderful things that I can make in here. Today we're actually going to render the fat of the deer. I'm very blessed to receive the fat of 4 deer this year, so I'm going to basically render it so it will be very stable and keep for a long time, months, even years. So basically what we're going to do is cut all the flesh off it and any connective tissue, cut it up nice and small, and then heat it for many hours, maybe they say 8 to 10. I don't want it to burn, so I don't want it to get too hot. And then basically strain out all of the solids. Then what you're left with is this pure rendered fat that's very stable and will keep for a long time. I like to put it in mason jars with a sealed lid. Long ago they would store it, with dried meat or dried berries to make pemmican or use for all manner of things. You could make a lamp with the fat here. You could make, waterproofing for your boots. You could make salves for your skin. You can eat it. You can fry with it, you can bake with it. It makes amazing pie crust because it's such a stiff lard. It's very stiff tallow, so it's very good. So I hope you enjoy the process of rendering your fat, and if you have any suggestions, let me know. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy the process. Peace. So we're going to start by cutting any meat that is remaining on the fat right off of there. Separate that stuff. Get this blood off here. Okay. Then we're going to cut it up nice and small. So we cut it up pretty small into cubes, and then we're going to just put the small pieces in the pot. So we're going to simmer it on a nice low heat for a while, for a few hours, till it's nice and dark, but not burnt. And then we'll pull it out and we will strain it and ultimately make our wonderful rendered fat and our crispins. Oh yeah. So, just giving it some time now. We're on the no hurries, no worries plan. That's right. Oh my god, it's so good. What I've done is I've taken all the meaty parts that were attached to the fat and saved those, fried them up separately in the fat that was clinging to them. Pulled them out just before they started to burn, added some salt, and oh, it's so good. Oh my god. It's basically deer bacon. And when it's fresh and hot, oh, it's so good. When it cools down, sometimes the tallow is a little sticky. So I suggest heating it and enjoying it. Oh my god. So good. And I am so grateful. So you can see now the bubbling has slowed down. And we could start straining it out now, save the cracklings there, the crispins for eating. And then just strain the fat and ultimately put it in some jars for long-term storage. So we're pretty much just about done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to strain the solids from the fat. Before they start to burn, so that way they'll be extra tasty for human treats or dog treats or all kinds of wonderful tasty dishes. So we're just going to put the oil back on the stove for a bit to make sure that any remaining moisture is driven out of it, and then we're going to store it in our jars. So thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed rendering fat with us. It's a very useful thing. Many good things can be made with it, and from straightening your arrows to making medicine, good things for your skin. You can eat it, you can fry with it, you can use it for waterproofing, you can make a candle or a lamp or a little stove with it. So the uses go on and on and on, and so also does its life. The shelf life of this is quite long, especially when it's sealed this way. They say pemmican, when I read from modern sources, they say pemmican lasts about a year. That would be the rendered fat ground, mixed with ground meat, as well as perhaps berries. And the older sources, the further back I read, the longer it's said to have lasted, 10 years to even decades. So you can use it to preserve food as well as cook food. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. It was definitely fun. And yeah, have a good one, y'all. Peace and love.